I'm Tim Ward, the drum tech for Mars Volta. Right now working with Thomas Pridgen. As hard as Thomas is hitting, the G2s are killing it. They start pitting about third show. If we have a long sound check, it's about 3 shows deep. And he really hits it. He uses the last tom to 18 as much as he does the first tom. And rarely ever, actually I've never had a head that I couldn't use for a show. I've never had to go back and rechange, the second floor tom because it was a defective head.
So tell us what it's like being a tech and how do you become one? Fill us in.
Well, I mean, basically, I could compare it to a pick car mechanic to like a race car driver. The pit crew, they set up the gear. Set up the car, the driver comes in, he races, that's it. That's all he has to think about. Thomas comes in, he sits down and plays. That's like when I know I've done a good job is when he's had a great show. Where he sits down, doesn't have to adjust anything, tuning's already there for him. As far as the technician side of it, you have to, everything from cymbals, you have to work with all the companies. If he breaks a cymbal, you're responsible for replacing the cymbal. If he wants to try new things, you have to be flexible, be patient enough to go through cymbals. There are different heads. If he wants to go coated, be patient, go with coated head. It's his kit, you're working for the artist. It's not personal, it's what he wants. Like, we got the gong, that's a brand new thing. Gotta be patient, gotta find a gong stand, gotta find a gong case. It's what the artist wants, so it's what you do. You're working for him. But there's a lot of, other positions, there's no art. There's an actual art to this. You get to sit and watch your guy smash it up. There's no real room for frustrated musicians, which happens, but I don't know. I'm content as being a technician because, I get to play, 20, 30 minutes a day on the kit, do roadie, jam, have fun, work with a bunch of great guys, and that's what you could hope for. But there are tours where you don't get to play. You pay for, you get the rock tom once and everything, they get levels, that's all they need. But yeah, technicians, be patient, be ready for anything to come up, and you gotta, be a chameleon, be able to flex with, throw the wave, whatever, whatever that shit.
What's your advice for someone who wants to become a tech on how do they actually, how does that happen?
Well, I became a tech on accident. I ended up living with I was a roommate with a guy. He needed someone to carpool. Worked with Fishbone, the horn player, or the horn tech, flaked, so I filled into the position. It was kind of an accident. But, I don't know, there's not really any schools that you go to. Schools to be a technician. There are some luthier schools that you can go to. There are some drum, like how to make drums. There's some really good techs out there who've worked for drum companies. So that's an angle in itself, where if you work for a drum company, you know how you build drums inside out, you can give advice. But I don't know, I'm a player, that's how I got in. I moved to LA to play drums and ended up living with the guy who's a technician. He got me in at that angle. It's kind of a weird thing to get in. Being a tech, there's no school, there's no rhyme or reason, you're just kind of in there, end up there. It's kind of like being in a band that sells tickets. You never know that you're going to be in a band that sells tickets and fills rooms. But you do, you end up there, so you deal with it.